Energy Observer. So Stephanie Tumrell, you're the Director of External and International Relations at Energy Observer. You'll speak about the Odyssey and EODev, the development of a nice project, a nice innovation thing. So thank you for being with us. You'll have the next 20 minutes or so to present us your project and what Energy Observer did for the green transition laboratory. So it's really up to you. You have 20 minutes or so to present the project and explain us everything about what you did.
Yes, hello everyone. Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm here to introduce Energy Observer from the Odyssey to developments. So I have a PowerPoint presentation. Yes. So for those of you who don't know Energy Observer, it is the first vessel self-sufficient hydrogen. It's developing innovative solutions for the environment.
Energy Observer is the first hydrogen vessel autonomous in energy that doesn't emit greenhouse gases or fine particles. This electrically propelled boat of the future works thanks to a mix of renewable energies and a system of hydrogen production by seawater electrolysis, fully decarbonised, decentralised and digitalised. First French ambassador for the Sustainable Development Goals, Energy Observer has undertaken an incredible odyssey for the future, a 6-year world tour with 101 stopovers across 50 countries to meet the pioneers reinventing economy, mobility, agriculture and housing, building a more supportive world and finding solutions to protect biodiversity. More than a boat, Energy Observer is a true media for the planet, a documentary series and soon 100% positive digital media. Energy Observer Solutions, which will promote the 17 Sustainable Development Goals to the general public. Since its departure from St. Malo in June 2017, our floating lab did 36 stopovers, visited 16 countries and travelled more than 10,000 nautical miles. We can now announce our energy records. Thanks to 3 different technologies of solar panels, including bifacial and heterojunctions, our solar power reaches 28 kilowatts and is upgraded every year with new casings and technologies. It is light, reliable, strong and efficient. We have worked hard to develop our wind resources, and some of them did not reach our expectations. In 2019, we have decided to shift to another new technology, the ocean wings, that are tested now in Northern Europe before crossing the Atlantic and the Pacific next year. These wings are plug-and-play, fully automated, reefable and have been designed to be produced industrially for any kind of ship. They are very efficient and we will bring them to the same level of reliability as our other systems on board. Thanks to the wind propulsion, these wings allow us to produce even more energy during navigations by means of the conversion of our electric engines into hydrogenerators. We are aiming to produce hydrogen while sailing, a true world first. The potential of these wings for maritime transport is huge, up to 42% cuts of the energetical consumption of commercial vessels. We are very satisfied with our hydrogen production chain on board. In 2018, 100% of the hydrogen used was produced on board. Energy Observer's electrolyzer has produced more than half a ton of pure hydrogen from seawater. The global efficiency of a hydrogen production system is 42%, and the average efficiency of the fuel cell over the last 10,000 nautical miles was of 46%. The majority of the consumption is held by the electrolyzing process, followed by the ventilation, EMS and water production, electrolyzer auxiliaries, and 4% only for compression. We have made significant advances on the reliability of our system, and our new challenge is to simplify it and make it more user-friendly for the maritime community. We still have a reasonable lithium-ion battery pack of 100 kilowatts with good efficiency, although we did not take risks on this technical brick. On board Energy Observer, the batteries weigh 1,760 kilograms, for 126 kilowatt hour. The hydrogen storage and the fuel cell weigh 1,700 kilograms for 1,000 kilowatt hour. That means that for the same weight, hydrogen provides 8 times more energy than batteries. The global reliability is now very good, and maintenance getting simpler and cheaper than any similar diesel powertrain. We believe that this technology is ready to be duplicated to numerous applications, and we are currently working on several shuttles and service boats projects. Despite the fact that some technologies are mature, it is crucial to have continuous support for research and innovation to develop these new technologies. What we need today is to make coincide political will with favourable legislations and financial investments in order to allow the deployment of a green and economically attractive hydrogen in our maritime world. To get there, it is necessary to adopt norms and regulations that will make maritime hydrogen systems an obvious option for many applications, helping to dramatically reduce our fine particles emissions, especially on the coastline zones. With Energy Observer, we are proud to contribute to the energy transition. We are proud of making the maritime community one of the pioneers for a cleaner world.
Actually, is Energy Observer mission. We have 3 main missions. So the first mission is to accelerate the energy transition through innovation. And so you saw it in this video. A second one is to explore the initiatives that are changing the world and making and we are making movie production. Is it okay with the video?
It is.
Okay. And the third one is to raise awareness amongst audience when we stop in cities. So the video that you just saw explain all the innovations that we are always doing on Energy Observer. The idea is to be the more innovative and to test and to do a lot of R&D on the boat. So we have been testing and optimizing the boat for the past 3 years with a view to make clean energies a real reality, accessible to all. So next slide is showing that another mission of Energy Observer is to be French first ambassador for the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. So we have been appointed by the Ministry of Ecology by the UN to carry the message on the need to save the planet. We are also under the high patronage of the President of the French Republic. At all stopovers, we are meeting with some decision makers, with politicians, with elected officials, with local industrials, with, of course, our sponsors, and with students, families, startups that are coming on our pedagogical village. And we have this open access exhibition village to wear awareness amongst all the audience on ecological transition. So we think we are catalysts for positive energies, and that we gather together all the protagonists of the ecology transition. And you can see on the past slide all the decisions that we meet. We are also a floating laboratory, as you saw. And now we created last year a development company called EODev. It's Energy Observer Developments, because after 3 years traveling the world with Energy Observer, after 3 years meeting with a lot of decision makers, and after 3 years testing the R&D on the vessel and testing the hydrogen stack, we thought that it was time to develop solutions for the market. So our goal is to accelerate the energy transition by offering some at affordable price, and that we tested on the boat. So you'll see in the next video that we designed and implemented our prototype of a fuel cell module that we did with Toyota and Energy Observer Development.
Moi, ce qui me plaît beaucoup dans ce bateau, c'est qu'il symbolise les réseaux énergétiques, pas de demain, les réseaux énergétiques qu'on veut voir se développer maintenant. Quand j'ai commencé à travailler sur Energy Observer, je me suis intéressé à la technologie hydrogène. J'ai très rapidement vu que Toyota était en avance sur ces technologies.
I'm very excited about the project. It's an opportunity for us to do something new. We repackaged the Mirai components to fit into the Energy Observer, and they will sail around the world to show that this technology is capable of anything we can imagine.
Toyota, c'est un petit peu notre partenaire de prédilection, c'est celui que j'avais envie d'intégrer dans notre consortium de partenaires depuis le début. On est vraiment là avec eux.
There was no handbook to install it. We had to create it from scratch.
Ça fait plaisir en fait de voir cette osmose entre les ingénieurs d'Energy Observer et les ingénieurs de Toyota. Il y a une belle fusion qui s'est créée.
I'm absolutely very proud of the team. They've done a fantastic job.
C'est l'endurance qui va primer. Un voyage de plus de 15 000 milles nautiques, ça fait presque 30 000 km. C'est vraiment une nouvelle ère pour Energy Observer.
It is indeed pioneers' work. We did go the extra mile to make this happen.
As they say in the video, it's a new era for Energy Observer. So you saw all the innovation that we are doing all the time on the vessel. This time we had this partnership with Toyota to implement the stack. It's the same stack that is on the car, on the Mirai, that we designed to be implemented in Energy Observer. And so we tested it this year during our transatlantic and in all the rough conditions. And so now, today, we are ready to accelerate our work and to provide a unique product offering to cover the entire hydrogen value chain. So Energy Observer Development is proposing, first, we have energy designer. So it's internal energy engineering department. It's made of expert consultants to design custom-made solutions to adapt energy needs to optimal use of renewable energies. So our mission with Energy Designer is to find opportunities and to do studies, to accompany some companies, collectivities, to find the best energy mix. So it's kind of a consulting work. Then we created the EEH2. It's a generator, a power generator made with it's hydrogen power generator. So the idea is to replace all the diesel generator with this new zero-emission product. It can get power from 100 kilowatts to 2 megawatts. So this product has different applications. Can be used in construction sites, in isolated sites. It means on islands, on relay antennas, on scientific base. Can be used on sensitive and confined environments, on mines, tunnels, but also on big events like concerts or sporting events, catwalks, and emergency applications like data center, hospital, airports, ports. And it's available now. Then we proposing the REX H2. It's a range extender with power ranging from 80 kilowatts up to 1 megawatt. This REX H2, it's actually the one sailing on Energy Observer right now. So it can be used in different ways. So the idea is to integrate it in some yachts or tenders, on professional boats, shuttle boats, either on hybridation hydrogen electric or hybridation hydrogen diesel electrics for yachts, for instance, or only for hotel load. It's for super yacht mainly. We started the first application. It's on Energy Observer vessel. Second one, we just announced to an application on the Innova boat in south of France. So we did this announcement 10 days ago at the Monaco Yacht Club. The idea is to give the possibility to stay in a zero-emission zone with no noise, no emission, and to enjoy the normal comfort on the boat with total respect of the environment. So we can convert diesel engines to this electric hydrogen engine. Then we propose the STSH2. It's a mobile station for local production and distribution of hydrogen. It can be for maritime, river, and terrestrial use. The idea is to have this vessel on ports to accelerate all the hydrogen society and ecosystem, and so that some of course some boats, yachts, shuttles, tenders can be refueled, but also the cars, the buses, trucks that are around the port could come to be refueled. So it's a concept that we call the hydrogen 360 degree. It means that with this product, we can refuel either on sea for maritime use and also for terrestrial use. And then our last solution is an application so you can go to a station and with your phone be able to pay and to pay your hydrogen, and also you have a map and you can find the station. So it's called H2 360 and it's still under construction, but will be ready very soon. So I think I explained all the palette that we have, everything that is into the Energy Observer group. So everything started from an Odyssey world tour Odyssey with an hydrogen vessel, and it's true that we are doing a lot of innovations, a lot of R&D, a lot of tests with the Energy Observer vessel. And so the Odyssey gave us the possibility to create some products to industrialize, and today to be able to share what we created on Energy Observer for some other applications.
Thank you very much for that presentation, Stephanie. We understood that the solutions were really put in place. We have some questions about that Odyssey, of course, that is pretty intriguing because it started a few years ago, 2013. That's pretty new, of course. You started from scratch, and then Energy Observer just led to EODev, as you explained. So is it still a functional demonstrator of new technologies, or it's the first phase to build the knowledge, and then the sky is the limit? I mean, how would you explain the project now, the development phase, and what is ahead? What is on the calendar for Energy Observer and EODev, Stephanie?
Yes, it's a first phase. Today we are able to propose a few products like the Rex H2, the generator, but of course our idea is not to stop here, and in a few years if we were able to sell these first products, well, then we can create some other applications. As I said, the module that we're using, it's the same for the Rex than for the Gen H2. So I cannot give you the new products, but yes, the idea is to continue to be innovative in the next years.
And being part of
concerning the Energy Observer boat, the Odyssey, I mean, we did already 3 years of Odyssey, and it's still continuing until 2024. And the idea is to be in Paris, to be back in Paris in 2024, and to be on La Seine for the Olympics.
That's nice. That's a nice project, and being part of that project and seeing how many partners you succeed, of course, to make you join your project. Is it something you're proud of, and the impacts on the society will go ahead, of course, again and again. So that's something we should be proud of, and of course, we won't stop here.
Yes, we are proud to have some partners who joined the Odyssey, and without the partners, we could never have done the world tour and also the developments. So thank you to all our partners, our main partners, and I think like right now the situation after confinement, after the COVID, a lot of companies are even more aware that we need to go to some green solutions, and they need to communicate. So we are here to let the world know that this kind of mobility is possible, and it's not only something that you can see on TV or the Odyssey. Now it's possible today, and some companies they can buy the generators, they can buy some hydrogen boats, zero emission. So it's concrete. It's now.
The future is now. Yeah, that's sounds good. Thank you very much, Stéphanie, for the presentation of Energy Observer, EODev as well, because now it's the future. So that's interesting to speak about impacts, of course, and to have those kind of great news. We won't stop here, and you won't stop here, but it can give ideas to our next speakers, of course, for the round tables just after it, because we have 4 enterprises and 4 firms, companies that at the start of their development, but yeah, that will be nice to follow. Thank you very much, Stéphanie Tumrel from Energy Observer, and then we'll of course speak about new companies within a few seconds. Now we are just looking at the visual to explain display thanks to Geoffroy Lefort with Energy Observer. Impact society now. Yes, that's exactly the point. So we understood that the transition, this green transition laboratory is really useful for the future and for new energies. Thank you again for being with us, Stéphanie Tumrel.
Thank you.